Question 8. We have a diagram with lines OX, OY, and OZ, and all of them have vectors shown here. We've also been given that information algebraically here. We're being asked to determine whether or not XYZ is a straight line. So in order for XYZ to be a straight line, two vectors connecting two of these letters, so any of the following, X to Y, Y to X, X to Z, Z to X, as long as you pick two unique letter combinations here. So for example, I wouldn't use XY and YX because they're just the negative of each other. But if I use, for example, XY and XZ, or XZ and YZ, or ZY and YX, if I get either of those two vectors, one must be a scale factor of the other. So for any given vector, AB, that will be a scale factor of another one, and you will always have one letter in common. And the two that I'm just going to pick from the first in the list, I'm going to find the vector for X to Y, I'm going to find the vector for X to Z. So X to Y is the journey from X to Y, which will mean I will go back the way, I will undo this green vector, and I will add this yellow vector. So I'm going to end up with a negative 5a plus b in a bracket, and then I'm going to add a 3a plus 2b. Simplifying this out, I'm going to end up with, breaking out the bracket, sorry, I'm going to end up with a negative 5a, negative b, plus 3a, plus 2b, and when the dust settles, that will simplify it to become a b minus 2a. I'm going to do the exact same thing except for xz now. So going from x to o is also going to be subtracting this, and then adding o to z will be adding this vector here. So I'm going to just cut to the chase and write that out here when I'm doing xz to start with. So I've got negative 5a, take away b. This time I am adding a 5b minus 2a, 5b minus 2a. And when the dust settles, collecting like terms, we're going to end up with, why do I feel like I've done something wrong? No, I haven't. 4b minus 7a, 4b minus 7a. Now, comparing these two vectors, if you're looking to see if one is a multiple of the other, one is a scale factor of the other, then all you have to do is compare the like letters. We have a 4b over a b, which would imply a scale factor of 4. But we have a minus 7a over a minus 2a, which would imply a scale factor of minus 0.3, 0.5. Therefore, xyz is not a straight line. You can put here, sorry, therefore not parallel first. It's technically the conclusion from all of the workings we've done here. And if they're not parallel, the two parts of this apparent straight line, then xyz is definitely not a straight line. Done.